What it do, everybody? It is your gracious host, King Crowder, back with another edition of Live on Sunday, man. I hope y'all guys got to enjoy your week. I hope you got to spend time with your family and friends. You got to check in. You got to have fun. You got to celebrate the moments. You got to have real life experiences. In addition to learning that life is an absolute blessing, man. Check in with the Crowder gang, man. It's been a lot going on this week, man. If you did not know, my name is King Crowder, live host, your fellow historian and real talk expert. I'm here with you to share a thought to you, man, to shed light to you, to educate you, to give you the other side of the perspective on why things are important to learn, why things are important to have, and why this information is important to be shared. If you're new to the channel, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, man. I try to do lives on Sundays. I try to do lives on TikTok. I love to share my thoughts, quotes, opinions, etc., man. This week was kind of big for me, man. Check in with the gang, man. Big week for me this week, man. I actually got to go to a seminar on Canva, how to do a little bit of edits and different things like that. I like to do, man. If you did not know, I do speaking too, man. It's a big deal. I love to do. I love to share information with people because I believe there are multiple ways to communicate with people. And if you hit those levels of communication, your job is to make sure that you make an impact. Teaching, word, meeting people where they are, all of those elements, man, are extremely impactful on all point in your life. Somebody telling you could do something. Somebody believing in you. Somebody believing in your vision. You working hard. You doing different type of things. All follow up with you, man. So share the live. Thank you for being here. And most importantly, I'm excited to have you here on this live on Sunday, man. Let's start it off real quick by saying this, man. We got to understand that a lot of us that come from the hood are really a product of our environments. I know a lot of the times we always bash the hood brothers. We always go down. We talk down. We say little slick comments. We ask, why do people do these type of things? Why do they tend to make these type of choices? Why do we tend to hurt each other and harm each other? We got to understand, number one, people that are impoverished are always seeking out a way to get better. Unless you've been in the hood, unless you've been around people that have hood mentality, unless you've been around people that have hood energy, you will not understand what it's like to be without. If you grew up in a certain economic level, I always challenge people, go to where the problems are. If you live life in comfort, it's really hard to understand discomfort until you get there. If you have a money problems, you have a big problem. There is something you learn as you start educating yourself called Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Your number one hierarchy of needs that you must have before you can hear anything is baseline shelter. Until I eat, I have a safe place to stay and a safe place to live. Nothing you say to me will matter. When you're talking to people that come from impoverished backgrounds, I want you to understand something. They don't have a steady place to live. They don't have steady food every day. So if you don't have a steady place to live that is safe, if you don't have steady food every day, you will not understand what it's like to be in survival mode. And we got to understand, y'all, a lot of Americans right now in this country are in survival mode. We just don't see it. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times we think because we have the benefits to go out and get something that we too are not in survival mode. But a lot of us live, operate, think, and believe this way. Why is this important, Cream Carter, man? Why are you talking about survival mode? Why are you talking about situations? Why are you talking about all this crap right here? The reason why I'm talking about all of this, man, if you have not been living under a rock, man, what happened this week that was a big deal on, on the West Coast was a gentleman by the name of Big U. If you don't know who Big U is and Nipsey Hussle is, I want you to think of some people that are hip-hop. Hip-hop is a rap source and item that was founded by Black Americans, right? Black Americans created the genre. We started the genre. We finished the genre. And what you got to understand is along the way, we've had different acts and different things occur that have had some bad light in there. And when we talk about bad light and bad characters, we got to understand that it's been rumors, it's been stories, it's been a lot of things brewing all along to speak on these stories that have happened. And I want to share to you, one is an old video of somebody that's controversial, right? But when you share that old video, what it do, Mike? What it do? What it do? Send me the link back, my bad. I ain't sent it to you. Let me send something to my dog too, man. Hold on. So as we get into the lesson, man, I like to share with my dogs on real life situations, right? So when you see guys going through a product of their environment, going through a struggle, going through a time in their life, what you got to understand is, number one, what did they have to do to overcome that struggle, right? What did I have to do to be involved with it? So right here, I want to share a story by a controversial figure, but controversial figures share a lot of light to you. So I want you to listen, take heed, and then we come back and talk about it some more.
I know Big U, nigga, called and hit, nigga, the Rolling 60s. Y'all know why the Rolling 60s killed Nipsey Hussle, man? This what happened with the Rolling 60s.
Allegedly. Let me start off by saying this is allegedly. What he's saying has not been proven in the court of law. What he's saying is all alleged information that has not been proven yet.
Right? And I was with them niggas, my nigga. This what them niggas told me, cuz. And this what made me say fuck them Rolling sissy niggas. And this what made me say fuck neighborhood 60 Nip. Them niggas told me, cuz, nah, cuz Nip ain't bigger than the city. Nah, them niggas told me that, homie. Them niggas got mad. Them niggas got mad, homie, when Black Sam and them closed down the Marathon store. Them niggas really got mad when Nipsey's Hussle family. Now only the neighborhood Rolling 60s in the hood know this. When Nipsey Hussle family, after he died, when Irma's mother and Irma's brother went back to South Central to try to get the baby that was in the hood, them niggas went to call the Nip family. Man, that's some whole ass shit Black Sam and them do. They trying to take the baby. They wanted to exploit Nip family. That's why Nipsey Hussle's family, Black Sam, them, that's why they closed everything there. They wanted to exploit them people. So when the city of LA, when LA County, they wanted to change Slauson Street into Nipsey Hussle Street. The Rolling 60s, all the Rolling 60s got mad and said, nah, because you got the Slauson boys, right? How you gonna change Slauson Street? That's what made the set, cuz. Nah, we ain't changing. So they was really jealous of Nipsey Hussle, homie. All the big homies in the set was jealous of Nip because all the young niggas love Nip. So Nip had got bigger than the set, cuz. Nip had connected. Nip had got bigger than the set, cuz. Nip ain't big. Ain't nobody bigger than the set, cuz. Remember, nobody's bigger than the program. Nip got bigger than the program, so Nip got clipped because Nip became bigger than the program. So let me keep telling y'all the story. I'm fucking with them niggas. I'm fucking with Nip them, dog. How you think I went to the funeral? So when Nip died, nah, them niggas like, nah, cuz them niggas were planning on sending the Marathon shirts down here to me and everything. So them niggas said, nah, so you see in the video, cuz we coming to Texas, woo, woo, woo. When them niggas got clipped from the clothing store, them niggas thought they were going to run the clothing store. So when they got clipped, nah, Nip ain't bigger than the set, cuz. So when them niggas told me that, nigga, what? I pulled back from them niggas. I was sending them niggas money. Yeah, I was fucking with them niggas real tough. Say, tell Melvin Farmer, I still got that receipt. I still got that receipt, Melvin.
Before we dive into it more, Mike, I want to speak to somebody firsthand account on the situation too. Fair use, y'all. Fair use. Welcome my dog, Mike, and he's gonna give his intro check in with the people. But I want to get in before we dive in, man. Hold on. This is a first-hand account, Nate, from inside of it.
What Wack do? Tell the family. Tell me. Nigga, we need to let this dude know that they got evidence on him tying him to that body. All right? We did our part as the streets, bro. You feel me? We only spoke on what's been released and we spoke on what's online. You feel what I'm saying? That's that. Let me take y'all back. Yeah, I remember 2 years ago, Brick Baby got arrested. Got hit by the feds. They found a chopper in his house. I don't know how niggas get hit by the feds, bro. They don't make mistakes. They get hit by the feds. You find a chopper in your house. You out of jail. Then you tell niggas that it was a state case. Then you tell niggas that you got out. Then you tell niggas you bailed out. You hitting state to state. No ankle monitor. How is this possible, right? But it's around time the homies like, Brick Baby, you can't come to the hood, bro. So he had to call me to have to bring him back. You feel me? I put the blanket over him. They go live. Nigga. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you on my watch. Whatever. So me and Brick, we cool at this time. Now he need me to get into the hood, so he telling me everything. He like, bro, they got a big RICO. I'm like, oh, for real? I'm like, damn, what's going on? I remember back in the day, you know what I'm saying, with the injunction boys, you feel me? They put an injunction. He like, nah, it ain't a 6-0 RICO. You straight, homies, you straight. It's a big RICO. Yeah, everybody he messed with. They tied Cuz to that hot one, that little young nigga out there in Vegas. I'm like, huh? What young nigga? You feel me? Like, then we did the research. We like, oh, little Cuz that was living with him, they tied him to that one? We're like, oh, that's ugly. They're like, it's ugly for Cuz. They want Cuz in jail, gang. I'm like, ooh, right? Fast forward. I don't make this video too long. Fast forward a little bit. I talked to the mama. She like, nigga, them niggas killed my son. I'm like, what? What's going on? You feel me? I lost contact with her. Just this month. She like, hey. She went online and was like, hey, they found Big U's DNA under my son's fingernails. They coming to get him for killing my boy. So we like, damn. Like Wax said, if we knew that was coming, based on what the detectives told the family, and not tell Big U, y'all would have been like, Whack, 600, y'all niggas wrong, cuz y'all know that was coming to get him. Why y'all didn't tell him? So we had to put it out there, so it'd be believable. So he like, damn, if you know what you're involved in, you like, hold on, let me get little. Big U on the run right now. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all can look up the article. It's bad work. Listen, homie. I mean, it's bro, it's bad work, bro. Like if you look at
before I get to the last video, Mike, and I get to respond, I want to show one more. And this right here encapsulate all of it too, man. This one don't help my brother one time.
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, man.
Top flight, baby. Yeah.
GB running this here movie set in the hood. Coming out here and checking in with GB, getting these movies done. You better know it. You know, anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in,
Oh well. Check your ass out.
we gonna check you in, all right. We're gonna check it, all of your equipment.
When you look at stuff like this, man, and the era that we in, Mike, I'm empathetic towards brothers who come from the hood because I work with them, I deal with them, I know. But no matter what age you are, camera phones don't forget nothing. And this RICO case that this middle-aged man is facing is going to be life in prison and the rest of his life, which is truly sad. But with all that evidence you see, Mike, before I give my closing thing, what do you hear, family?
Oh, I know for a fact Big U had something to do with Nipsey's killing because I'm close to the streets, my boy.
Allegedly.
There
we go.
Allegedly, but
Mike.
I know for a fact allegedly he had something to do with it, bro. I'm real close to the streets on that end. I was at Nipsey funeral as well with the gang, you know what I'm saying? I am not affiliated at all, but first of all, bro, I just gotta say this. You 50-something years old, bro. Do something else with your time. I know it's a lifestyle. I know that you in it forever, but the Crips that I know, they hardworking family men. They ain't even putting in work or doing criminal felonious activities. You on camera talking about you gotta check in. Bro, you ain't the mayor of South Central LA. Ain't nobody got to check in for real. Like, and if you don't check in, your equipment check in. Basically, you just said, if you don't come and show me the respect, we going to come visit you. On camera. On camera. The fact that you get so jealous that Nip is getting all this notoriety. Nip came from your set. Nip came from your hood. If my brother is getting notoriety, that means we getting notoriety. But he right though. They tried to extort that man over $20,000. A lot of people don't know that Nip was signed to Big U at first. From I think it's 2009 to 2018. After his contract was up, Nip was not going to sign with Big U anymore. So there you go, your cash cow gone. But instead of this is where, you know, instead of recreating yourself, reinventing creativity, that goes to show that this man had no talent, no creativity, and nothing to produce, because you were piggybacking off the back of somebody else, and then you want the money from somebody else's gain. I just don't understand, if you 50 plus years old, why you still doing stuff like this? Why you still putting in work? Why you still, bro? You have been to prison, and you supposed to have a community activist of non-gang activity, and you doing the most gang activity. What I understand, and I'm not affiliated at all, but Big U admired Suge Knight. But you a goon, my nigga. Suge Knight was a goon, but Suge Knight was a leader of men and had the thought process to develop and make things bigger than what they was. All it sound like you doing is robbing and killing niggas and being muscle.
Mike,
I just feel
beautiful.
like at your big age, you should have been doing something productive.
Well, what we gotta understand, Mike, is that a lot of dudes that leave the Crips. Number one, let's break down what the Crips are, Mike. You know me, I go get in my bag. Crips formerly standing for Community Resistance and Progress. What we now see as the Crips ain't the same. They ain't
Nah,
protecting
because
no
the Chris was
community.
under Dr. Huey P. We
That
talked
was
about
under
it.
all of that, Mike. And what you see from, like you said, from Big U is that, Mike, you get used to living the lifestyle. The lifestyle, having multiple women, Mike, being in these streets, costs money. It's easier to take from you than it is to recreate my own. Big U and allegedly fell in that umbrella of having that type of ideology. You got to think, Mike, LA crazy expensive. The culture of checking in to a gang member allegedly in LA was propagated by them. What that means, Mike, I'm going to extort you for security. What it is, when you come here to be safe, you got to pay us. But you got to pay us.
50 racks.
True. Now, you ain't wrong, Mike. But with Big U allegedly fell thrown at us. Number one, the kid in Vegas, and number two, the Nipsey Hussle case. Your reputation will never be able to surpass what happened in Nip. Because what had happened was completely uncalled for.
Because Nip was well loved, bro.
Well beloved, and he overemphasized himself that he outshined the master. Number one rule in the 48 Laws of Power, Mike: never outshine the master. Nip outshined the master. I don't think he did it intentionally, but that's what happened. He was once the student. He got bigger. Like Charles said in the first video, ain't nobody bigger than the set, cuz. But actuality, Nip was bigger than the set. Actuality, to change the Nate to show reverence for Nip, they never did that. They say it's Slauson, cuz. So that energy that's over LA is still there to this day, Mike, when you think about it. LA really hasn't had any movement where it's taking Kendrick to put the stamp on stuff. You got to think it's taking Dot to do monumental stuff, because behind the scenes, that energy is still there.
And truth be told, Dot a Crip.
All of that, Mike. Well, probably through affiliation, through neighborhoods, Mike. You got to grow up being somewhere like that. You know what I'm saying? So the ultimate thing about this, Mike, that most people got to understand, when you say check in, that is a gang term.
Correct.
When you say
that is felonious activities 101.
When you doing any of the slap, YSL, any of that type of stuff, that is gang behavior. They're going to throw that on you. If you are online talking about anything that you're making people do, they're going to throw that on you. Big U made these videos 7-8 years ago. You think he would think those be used against him in court, Mike?
Man, matter of fact, Brick Baby on No Jumper talking crazy.
That's a whole other thing, Mike.
I'm talking about self-snitching is real prevalent right now.
Well, you got to think, though, Mike. That is how to get the notoriety. Why is Adam 22 employing people like that, letting them talk like that? That's
Adam 22 is the police.
Everybody been saying him. You seen Snowfall, right?
Yeah.
They trying to say that he is. I said, man, that'd be deep if he is Reed. But it makes sense. But it's like, why do you have?
Say?
They're trying to say that Adam 22 is Reed.
Is Reed
from Snowfall? Remember the white boy, the white guy that had Franklin?
I would think more so Vlad is Reed than Adam 22.
No pushback for me, Mike. But I mean, to have all these gang.
I mean, but they both industry plants. Like, who
They
is
are,
these
no,
motherfuckers? Like, who gave you two white dudes the authority to speak hip hop culture?
It's deep, Mike. What you saying is 100% fact. All of that stuff you saying is facts. I guess why they don't have the influence and respect that they want. Everybody that speaks on hip hop is being demonized. I don't know if you noticed that. All of them cats, Mike, the academics, the Vlad, the Adam 22, y'all don't have the cultural respect because y'all not doing anything to push the culture forward. And again, Adam, you hiring active gang members, letting them talk gang street talk on your podcast.
And I'm sitting back and letting them argue about gang culture.
I don't think
when I watched that video, bro, all I saw was a lot of self-snitching. All I saw was, man, back in 2002, I was put on this street, and these the people that put me on. Ooh. What street was you put on with? Even though gang culture, right, they probably have never been back to that place and had meetings.
For sure.
But the nigga name, you ain't had no meeting in Hyde Park. I know for a fact the Crips used to have meetings in Hyde Park, bro. But it's just like, bro, you talking way too much. Why are you comfortable talking too much?
Wow.
But if you look at it, dude, 600 already said, he was not welcome back in the hood due to the fact that he had some sketchy stuff going on with the case. Yeah. But my thing is, if somebody is not welcome back in the hood, then clearly he ain't got no loyalty to the gang no more. And that's why he say what he say on TV.
Well, number one, Mike, this is what I like to tell all gang members or something like this. There is no loyalty in y'all profession. You can't have no loyalty being a gang member. There's no honor among thieves. So the way Brick was moving, we don't know what was going on. And if my time getting reduced, you think I'm being loyal, cuz?
Nah.
So it's truly a tragedy to say, Mike, because the one thing I think about, Mike, on a deeper level for me is all those families, all of them got kids, Mike. All of them kids gonna be without their daddies, their granddaddies, their friends, their families. We're creating more families that don't have no access to their father, and the police won.
I just don't like the fact also that, like, yes, LA is known for gangs, right? Excuse me. LA is known for gangs. But why do we still glorify that? Why do why does that still sell? Why is that still sexy? Why is it still cool to be, bro? We should, and I know and I love people that are in gangs, but these people are not active members anymore. They like, bro, at this age, I wouldn't have joined it. If I would have thought back, or it was something I had to do at the time to protect myself in my neighborhood and things of that nature. But like these grown men that is like in their 30s and 40s, like, nah, bro, we not banging a set like that. Basically, we get around and talk about what has been. We ain't putting in work. And I'm a civilian, so I don't know if a nigga lying or not. However, I just feel like, bro, it comes to a point in the Bible, right? It says, when I thought as a child, I acted as a child, right? But I had to put away childish things. I think it's time. Ain't nobody say hey, big bro. It's time to put away childish things, dog. You anytime you a father and then a grandfather, like, come on, dog.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, Mike, that blew my mind that I learned about as I was reading for it. People don't even know Debo was based off of Big U.
Bro, when I seen that video, I said, damn, that's crazy. I said, that nigga been a bully from way back.
So we gotta understand he been doing treacherous shit.
Yeah.
Debo was based off of
20 years old, nigga.
30, man. 30. So Big U been active. Big U been around. Big U been running the pockets. He been doing the things. But I'm gonna go back to the one point, Mike, before we change the subject on what you said, and it's powerful right here. Check this brother out.
Stop blaming Adam 22 and Vlad TV for what these cleverly dumb, tough dummies be doing on these podcasts. You dudes be 35, 45, 55 senior citizens saying, pick me, federal agents. I'm the toughest one out the crew. Yeah, I'm the one that be robbing people. I'm the one that be murdering people. I'm the one that be setting plays up. And, oh yeah,
he do too. Y'all be breaking everybody court cases down and paperwork down, and y'all hate rats and y'all know the law from front to back, and y'all know you got the right to remain silent, not just for the police, but for any and everybody. Stupidity. But you can't. You want to know why?
Clout.
Because you're just that tough. Y'all love being around men, don't y'all?
Take off, man.
I feel like he's right, bro, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Terrell. We done all committed crimes,
For sure.
whether small or big.
For
But
sure.
ain't nobody going on no podcast, nigga. Me and you ain't on this podcast right now talking about all the felonious activities that we participated in and got away with.
For sure. For
That's
sure.
self snitching, self sabotage. That's not gangster at all. And all the most gangster niggas I know don't talk like that.
Big facts. Big facts, man.
All the gangster
Big facts.
niggas we idolize from the hood, all the real gangsters, nigga, they don't speak at all. These niggas don't be saying nothing. You don't even know that they participate in that type of activity until it's too late. And if you do know they participate in that type of activity, you so scared to say something about them participating in that activity, you ain't gonna say nothing at all.
Well, you gotta understand, Mike, we are removed from that type of behavior. Right now, we have a I want to be seen type of attitude. A lot of dudes want to have the money to the ear, want to show you what car they driving, show you iced out, show their girl. Everything is about attraction right now, Mike.
That shit
They
ain't
gotta show
attractive.
that I'm a street ninja. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro, and it's crazy that we have gotten to something like this because it's like, dude, this ain't never been gangster.
Mm.
This being seen, I got cousins to this day, bro. They some gangster niggas. Them niggas don't even want you. You can't even take a family photo, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know niggas that we be out and you can't take a picture of that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when did I just don't understand when it switched, bro, to like, nigga, I don't ever what happened to don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing?
Well, we gotta understand, Mike. We're just amplifying the message now. The streets been fugazi a little bit, Mike. We gotta understand that the streets been always had this element. Now it's just broadcast a lot more. The streets
Right.
always had this element, Mike. But speaking on, Mike, I'm gonna tell you something else that we have a problem with. Remember when I told you, Mike, that Lizzo lost all that weight? She's still how she was, and you ain't believe me.
Oh
Can you
man.
believe she pressed Young Miami today on the live?
She pressed your Miami?
Oh, she's so fat, right? I remember that. But then they were like, ew, what
Wait,
is
that's
ew?
Lizzo?
I have to know.
Like, you know, like people when you before like your weight loss, people used to be like, oh my God, she need to lose weight. She too fat. That shit not cute. That's what I was pertaining to, that part. Like people just was like, oh my God, she need to lose weight. That shit not cute. Like that. That was the ill that I was pertaining to.
Oh, got you. Because you were like, and then she looks so good, and people are like, ew, because Shay Shay was like, oh, because what she did surgery or she did, you know what I mean? She's on Ozempic or whatever. Was that? I thought that you were kind of referring to. Actually, I thought you were saying I got too little.
No. So what I'm saying now is like people always have something to say. You know, like women is like you need to lose weight. Then you lose weight, and it's like, oh my God, that don't look good on her. She like you just can never be.
Right.
People can never be like. It's them if you do, them if you don't. It's kind of like what I was trying to say. Because it's like, for instance, sometimes I see some people saying like, everybody say you look good, but then you have the little 5% that's just like she looked better. She looked better when she was fat. You know what I'm trying to say?
Wow.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's just them if you do, them if you don't. But you're doing it for yourself, not these people. But I just was just referencing to like you can't make nobody happy, and they always got something to say when it comes to women's body. Why? I don't know. Like, why y'all always picking on women's body? It's like you don't get surgery, and it's like, oh, you got a little boy body. Oh my God, she gained weight. She too skinny, or you like a little boy. Then you do get a BBL. We don't like BBLs. We like natural bodies. So why would you get surgery? Like,
Yep. It's never enough.
especially.
Hey yo.
I told you that weight loss don't mean you still not you, man.
Nah, I mean because a tiger never changes their stripes, bro. Very often do people change and get humble. But I will say this: I will say in the industry that they in, you gotta. It's a lot of play. You know, I'm with the music industry and stuff. It's a lot of play on how you should look and what you should eat and what you should do and how you should be. But I will say this: you got to be true to yourself. You
Mm.
gotta me and you talk about this all the time. We all understand that you got to be true to yourself. You have to have a strong moral compass, and you have to know that who you are. You got to know who you are, bro. Or if you don't know who you are, you're gonna get swept up in the tabloid, swept up in body dysmorphia, swept up in the things that you think you should look like. When really and truly, it's about you. And I would hope that somebody like Lizzo, who has been through what she has been through, like, damn, you gotta humble yourself. You didn't understand the fact that you was tripping, and
Yeah.
you have not humbled yourself. And so, even now that you lost weight, you still an ugly person. You know what I'm
Like she
saying?
still ain't admit that she was lying the whole time. I thought big girls was winning. I thought body positivity was the wave. You was lying.
Look, body positivity was the wave until her doctor told her, "Hey, you got type 2 diabetes. Hey, you have high cholesterol and high blood pressure, and you could die." Cause why else are you gonna drastically lose weight like that unless your health on at risk?
Or she want to be a sex symbol. Mike, one thing I'm learning, no matter how talented certain women are, no matter what you do, being the Instagram baddie is a top tier for women.
For what? Cause
Being,
the shit that's crazy is we don't even know these people.
I agree, Mike, but the male gaze means so much. You have to be a sex symbol is a big deal. You have to be gazed at. You have to be sought after. That is what they all want, Mike. Look at Angel Reese. Extremely talented. Lizzo, extremely talented. Extremely. Like you said, you see it all the time. And for her
Right.
to press another woman like that about an interview she did, tell me I ain't like when you said that. What the fuck? What do you think
Correct,
you
nigga.
are?
Hey, dog, like, first of all, have we ever heard of speak and not speak?
Mike.
Terrell, it's a lot of shit that me and you see, a lot of hate that me and you see, and we
Yeah.
just, dog, I ain't pressing nobody because I know what you said.
But bro, listen, and to press her on the phone on live, and you ain't even gonna tell her you on live, like, oh
Nah,
yeah, you really
nah,
feel some type of way.
that's catty. Cause one thing about a real, but people, bro, you said this to me before when I couldn't understand something. You was like, dog, you a real nigga, and it's not a lot of real niggas no more.
Mm-mm.
A
Ain't
real nigga, if Lizzo was real and stood on business, that pressing on the phone would have never happened. When I seen you, I'd have been like, hey, come here real quick.
that for you to do that on live, on speakerphone in front of your audience lets me know a lot.
That let me know you still the person that's body shaming people. And how hurt are you from some shit over some years ago?
Mike, it happened this week. Remember Shannon Sharp interview with Lizzo?
Oh
That's what
yeah,
you
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. This happened recently. But my thing is this, Mike. Why you pressing about the weight loss when everybody know that you was lying? You telling all the girls get big and get big. That
Yeah,
was
and
your
stay
message, Mike.
big. And
Stay
stay
big,
big.
eat up. Let these niggas choose you. Shake your ass, be fat. That was your message. Then you get mad people talking about your message?
I can't
Like,
I ain't got no love for you if you was standing on business and then you lost weight and now you
no.
want people to respect that you lost weight. No,
Come
you was the
on,
fat girl.
Mike.
You was the fat girl, proud to be fat. Still be proud to be fat.
And
And I
Mike,
don't mind.
I ain't mad at you being big, Mike. Be your thing, Mike. We ain't mad at you. We ain't upset.
Be
But
humble.
stand on business. Don't try to switch it up now saying, oh, it's this way. I want to do this. If you are that way, we understand it, Mike. But as we know, you just did all this for you, right, Mike? For how you
Yeah.
was taught, right, Mike?
Yeah.
That's the message you presented. That's what you said. So now that we hear all that, how are we supposed to approach it more? And
You
that's
can't.
and that's the main thing for me, Mike. It's like, I don't like how you lied to other women. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Mike?
Cause first of all, 100%, Lizzo got the money to be skinny.
Yes.
Lizzo got the money to as soon as she had the conception in her mind, she got the money to afford the trainer. She got the money to afford the diet. She got the money to afford anything that could help her do what she needed to do. What about the fat girl that you done told her being big is cool and all that,
Man,
and
Mike,
now
fact.
and now that you skinny, she ain't got the resources, or
Come
she don't
on, Mike.
have the motivation, or she don't have the self start to be able to get back to a healthy weight. You done
Fact,
told these girls it's cool to be fat, but you got all the resources to be skinny in the world. You could go
fact,
get 10,000 surgeries tomorrow.
facts, Mike. That's my whole thing, Mike. Like, I ain't mad at you how you live your life. I ain't mad at what you doing, but you was presenting a different image than what really happened. That's the whole issue I got with you.
And then you need to be upfront and be like, hey, I honestly was not happy with the way that I looked. I honestly was not happy with the way that I carried myself and the way how much I weighed. You got to be 100 and stand on that and apologize to people for the misconception that you put out there in the air.
My dog, my dog. And I love it, Mike. I love that you being transparent. I love that you being honest. You know what else, Mike, we got to start being transparent about?
What?
We see subjects come up all the time, right, Mike? And what happens in the street, we know the streets have rules and consequences, right?
Correct.
The story of Mo3 is another story about another black family that was tragically happening. What most people don't know is that there were a lot of villains in this case. And before we dive into it, I like to get the background information. So I'm gonna show my dog Mike 2 videos before we take off on how rap
between Yella Beezy and Mo3. Mo3 got on the track and bragged about shooting Yella Beezy multiple times. Bragged about killing Trap Boy Freddie Homeboys multiple times. So I understand his mom and friends want justice for him, but let's call a spade a spade. These was two street niggas beefing, amen? It all started when Yella Beezy got Roy Lee knocked off. Now, why he did that, I don't know. Dude was a whole comedian, but allegedly, Yella Beezy had enough of this man and got him killed. Mo3 was not having that shit because that was one of his best friends, one of his only friends in the music industry, one of his only friends in the city. So what did Mo3 do? Catch Yella Beezy at a strip club, chase him through every light imaginable, and shot the fuck out him on the highway. Yella Beezy, being way smarter than Mo3, came back and got Mo3 friend killed named Lil Bubba. The murder of Lil Bubba was publicized and shown all on TV because it was mafia style. So they knew then hits was being ordered in Dallas. After that, that put Mo3 back against the wall, and he had to show that he was out here gorilla status. So he started stepping on shit, robbing shit, shooting shit, bragging about it. 3 was a whole villain. Trap Boy and Yella Beezy could not take it, so as a result, they commenced murder. Allegedly, they commenced it. So we saying long live 3, and that's on me. But the truth of the matter is we have 2 young black superstars who was very successful, had children, supported their family and friends. They were great black men for the community, but they chose violence and threw it all away. This is Dallas County. I do not.
And before we take all the way off on the mic, let me show you one more about the comedian Roy Leaf. I don't know if you remember him, Mike. Roy Leaf. He was actually coming up back in the day.
I don't remember him at all, bro.
You don't remember Roy Leaf? I'll show you. He was the one that had the boozy head that was coming up. It all started by him. I remember because when I first knew
okay.
Ain't nobody gonna fight.
He ain't gonna fight.
No.
So you telling me he's a grown man? He ain't gonna step up to the plate?
I don't know about none of that. I just know he haven't responded. I've been watching. It's not a fight. You childish. Let's
I'm
stop.
not childish.
Boy, come on.
I'm ready to knock some
What
out.
is you knocking out?
I'm ready to knock him out. I'm ready to win. The winner, Roy Lee, the comedian. Knock out a motherfucking rapper.
Boy.
Why I can't do that? Why I gotta squash something? And they the ones jump me. Why I gotta do that? Why?
Okay, they jumped you. Let it go.
Why I gotta let
Mike, thoughts?
I think that when we start getting this money, we say it all the time, we got to leave the streets alone. I know that's what we know, but putting a hit, I say this, and correct me if I'm wrong, T. If you street, right, ain't nothing street about you paying somebody to kill somebody for your vendetta. Do it the old school way, and you go kill that man yourself.
Mike said you got to put in your own work.
Put in your own work, but you a millionaire. But you're a millionaire. Both of these cats is millionaires. Both of these cats, well, they might not have been millionaires at the time, but they were amassing a large sum of money from rapping and talent. Why do you still have to do street things to prove that you hard? You don't. Because the only person that you proving it to is the grave or the jail cell. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's senseless. All these people's lives got affected. People got murdered. People got killed. Their kids ain't got no daddy. They girlfriends ain't got no baby daddy. They ain't got no man. And people going to jail for life. They got kids. They girl got a man. It's just a never ending cycle. All because you want to prove how hard you is. But if you was real hard, you would have did it yourself. And now you messed up somebody else's life who was stupid because now they're getting paid to go do it. And that person's stupid enough to ruin their life over 50,000. When you could make 50,000 in a year with the salary.
Now, what you
And
what
that 50,000 ain't help you go. You didn't do nothing with the 50,000, and you still gonna spend the rest of your life in jail. So now
mm,
we got all these families affected over a temporary emotion, which is anger.
mm.
Oh, I ain't no hoe. I'ma show this nigga what's up. I ain't no bitch. I'ma show this nigga what's up. But ain't nobody doing it.
Mm.
Real talk, you getting the hitter to do it. So that just go to show the hitter ain't no hoe. But you still a hoe.
You know what the worst part is? The worst part of all of it now, Mike. I'm trying to see if I can find it for you. The hitter is the one working with the feds.
He done turned state's witness.
Mike, the hitter is willing to say that you hired me for the job, so to not get me life, I'm gonna put you in jail.
I mean, even though you're not getting life, you still gonna be in jail damn near forever.
But you gonna get life now, Mike. Remember, I'm giving you up. So you paid me to do an act. Now I'm working with the police because I did this act. And let's keep it real, Mike. You stop putting money on my books. You
Yeah.
stop taking
You
care of me. The
forgot
money
about
had to slow down.
my thing is this. If you gonna put somebody in position like that to do something like that, you gotta take care of that person for life. You gotta take care of that. You gotta go past that nigga mama house, make sure the bills paid. You gotta go past the school, put the child in private school. You gotta take care. What you don't what the shooters don't understand is that this is just 50,000 and that's it. You not understanding that after I do this, after I put in this work for you, you're disposable.
Mm, that's powerful, Mike. That's powerful. And you are right, Mike. That's ultimately what I think, Mike, ultimately what happened was this. I think Roy Lee and Mo3 are actual street guys. Roy Lee wanted to squabble up.
Right.
Mo3 and them wanted to squabble up. I'm thinking Yellow Beezy is the YN. No, I ain't fighting nobody type of culture. They were clearly willing to fight. A comedian bust jokes on you. You got in your feelings. You get a comedian killed. Red
That's
flag.
yeah.
Remember that,
And
Mike.
and
Roy
so,
Lee was
so
starting to
me,
grow up. I don't know if you remember his
yo,
videos. He was going up a little bit. I don't know if you remember. He was ascending. He was just making his
your
videos.
mental is not right if somebody is joking you and your first thought is I'm gonna kill that nigga.
Well, you got to think, Mike. They from the YN. You don't talk about, you know what I'm saying, Mike? So that energy is different. You kill another man's best friend that's actually a street guy. This dude really started to chase you. Like Mo3 was really allegedly, Mike, was rumored to
Shooting at
chase
him and
people.
everything.
Everything. Dolo, Mike. Dolo. So we know he was on it. We know he was on 10. We know he was about the business. So what we got to understand is that after we see all this happen, now we got to look at y'all like, man, what really going on?
Right.
Mo3 pressing y'all like that, man? Mo3 really running up on y'all, doing this thing, this one. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Egos, man.
Egos, Mike. So once all that's happening, then we start seeing the hits being put. Like I said, Mike, we start seeing behavior that's like, bro, ain't none of this behavior worthing superstars out of Dallas. At the end, like you said, at the end of the day, Mike, y'all losing.
Everybody lost.
Everybody lost. Ain't nobody
No,
winning that situation.
nobody won. Not you know who won? The white man, because he knew it was gonna happen.
Man, Mike, that's powerful.
But people and dog, like I really want like dog, if you a hitter like that, like the only people that got hitters like that is the mafia. And they take care of them. They take care of their people for life.
Life. Now, facts, Mike. That's
Niggas
the key
ain't
word you
telling.
said, Mike.
Niggas
Life.
ain't telling. Niggas ain't saying nothing. I mean, yeah, you know, Sammy the Bull and people like that. They did. Gotti did snitch. But I'm saying, what when you doing stuff like that, you got to know who it is that you hiring.
Mm.
And okay, if you do this for me, and if I'm doing it for you, if I'm throwing my life away, my life still got to live outside them gates. You
Oof.
get what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying,
If
man.
I'm throwing my life away, because the possibility of you getting caught is like 85, 85%.
See.
Possibly with how great the police is right now and people snitch. The possibility of you getting caught and not getting away with this is very strong. So then you got to think about it. Okay, I'm willing to go to jail for the rest of my life and maybe get the death penalty. While I'm in jail, I need food, commissary. I need my shit to be
Hey,
sweet.
Mike, my kids, my mama,
Everybody,
everything got to be straight.
you only spent the $50. That was the deposit. That's where these niggas is going wrong. That's it. I'm gonna be real with you. That's a deposit, nigga. That's
You
a
spitting on Mike. You
That's a
spitting on.
deposit for the actions because I'm willing to throw my whole life away from this. Mom's better not ever want for nothing. And if I hear she want for something, I gotta up the tally, nigga. You gonna have to pay more. My kids, you gotta move them out the hood. My baby mama, the one that I love, you gotta move her into a housing complex in the suburbs. My kids gotta go to private school. It has to. When did a life cost 50,000?
What you were speaking on is the real behind the scenes stuff is really going on, Michael. You right.
Bro,
Back in the
think
day,
about
you
it.
had to put up the family.
Think
Now they
about
just
it,
thinking
nigga.
it costs that much money. And you right, it don't cost that much. It
Bro,
costs way more.
that's the deposit. Think about it. The one nigga that who put the hit and they said Gotti people paid for the lawyer and that was it. This nigga didn't even see the money. He never got the money at all. His legal team got the money. So basically, what you did was shoot somebody for nothing.
Why you think he told, Mike? We keep forgetting that type of stuff. Ain't no loyalty among that. When you see all that happening, when you seeing all this real talk imagery, Michael, you right, man. People ain't thinking about the behind the scenes. I'm just gonna put something out. No, you gotta take care of that man from now. You gotta put that family up. You gotta do whatever
For
you
life,
can
bro. I'm
for
talking
life.
about, bro, whatever I want, whenever I want it, whatever my mama want, whenever she want it. I'm talking about cars, houses, bro. Like when did $50,000, bro? I had a court case and got 20,000, and I spent 20,000 quick. So I can only imagine if you put the 50,000 in my hand, it's gone,
Plus, if I ain't never got no job, nothing else going on, Mike, I'm
bro.
about to blow it.
And then, bro, but I think they just be thinking short term. Like, damn, I got 50,000. Okay, cool. What you done for? The police got you.
Got you forever, Mike. That is the real talk about everything, Mike. That you are summing up correctly, though. People don't think about the long-term residual stuff. Yellow Beezy, when he did that, Mike, 5 years ago, he wasn't thinking about it to come back to bite him now. But Buddy's looking at life now, Mike, like you said.
He
You
looking
ain't
at
put money
life,
in.
his whole life gone, and he was like, "Damn, I got 50 racks. That shit gone.
Bang.
I ain't even got no money to pay my lawyer right now. At the bare minimum, at the very bare minimum, make sure I'm straight for life with the lawyer, with the court case, with the nigga. You better be hiring goddamn Johnny Cochran's ghost or somebody, nigga. You feel me? Like, come on, bro.
Big
Like,
facts, though, bro. Big facts. I ain't
hey,
disagreeing with you at all, dog.
my soups and my honey buns better be on time every time.
Not
You better
soup
be,
and honey bun.
bro. You feel me? You better be calling me every day.
Nah, you ain't lying, Mike. You know me and you on the same page 1,000%. And I like to point out stuff like this, Mike, because number one, it's a reality moment.
Yeah,
These two brothers going to prison for stuff that could have been prevented. Yellow
yeah.
Beezy, especially. You thinking
Lil Durk
short
too.
term. Like
Lil
you
Durk,
putting hit out on people like you a mob boss. Like, bro, what?
bro, and it's crazy
In
because
Dallas County, Mike? Come
the
on, bro.
people that's doing the hit is not smart at all.
Nah. Mike, you on highway, I don't know if you ever been in Dallas, Mike. Highway 35, you shooting this brother in broad daylight? what, Mike? What? Mike, when I tell you that highway is isolated where you can't run nowhere, Mike, where was you gonna flee to? Cuz?
Just keep going straight. And
Like
y'all got hella
broad daylight, Mike, you chasing them down and you shooting them, you a crash dummy.
and they got out the car to kill him, correct?
Yes, Mike, remember. They got out the car and chased Mo3 was running on foot, Mike. You start shooting Mo3 on foot.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. As soon as he hit the highway, I'd have been like, damn, get him next time.
Bruh, that's what lets you know, Mike, he really need that money, though. Now you understand police knowledge, Mike. That man really needed them 50 racks. He thought that 50 racks was going to be life-changing. Who else doing something like that, Mike? Think about the mentality you got to have to do that.
50,000 not enough to kill nobody, bro.
For you, Mike, remember.
I need 3.5 million.
For you, Mike, because you value your life. To the guy, Mike, that ain't got nothing, that's starving, if I can get 50 right now, Mike, you know what 50 racks will do to people that are starving, Mike? They will literally chase you and gun you down on Highway 35, Mike. Think about that, Mike.
In broad daylight.
In broad daylight, Mike, like to do that, bro, let me know that you was a certified crash out. No hitman doing nothing like that.
No, bro. First of all, I wouldn't even classify them as hitmans because hitmen are calculated.
Facts. Now, once I saw that, Mike, I was like, yeah, I see everything I need to see. Something was crazy. He did that round the way, boy. That's what happened.
But my thing is this: as Yellow Breezy seeing this on the news, those the type of niggas you paid, nigga. That right there is the niggas you paid. Unprofessional, dog. If you can't have
Mike Stoop, you cooking tonight, G.
You can't half-ass.
You ain't lying,
bro. You can't half-ass put a hit on somebody.
Well, number one, Mike, I'm gonna tell you the one thing that's making me think this whole time. You going around like everything all right, bro? You still dropping songs, making music. You ain't got no money put to the side, Mike. You ain't making no move. Hey, you ain't pulling Russell Simmons,
bro.
You ain't moved to a different. Come on,
you ain't do that, and just as much money as you had as a rapper slide to another country.
He thought he was untouchable, Mike. That's what happened.
First of all, I'm just saying, like OJ said, if I did do it, first of all, it would not be messy. No one would know that I was a part of it at all. I'm talking about you got to pay these people a certain amount of money and make sure people good. Well, if they snitch on you, they crazy. Like, hey, bro, you willing to throw away your life? I got you. I'm gonna take care of everything. But the minute that you snitch, whole family gone. Got to. If you doing it like that, whole family gone. You have to have something in place that is a fail-safe that somebody will be afraid to tell on you. Bro, you already going to jail for life. It won't nothing else the police could, you know what I'm saying? What can they give you?
Facts,
you
man.
Deliberately gunned, and this is why people not thinking, bro, you snitched for no reason. Because you deliberately gunned down somebody in broad daylight on the highway.
On the highway, man. On foot.
What can you offer me? I'm going down, Charlie Brown.
I can offer you the man that paid me. And who would they remember, Mike? And this is another thing that all people think about. Lloyd, the legal field builds their name off big names.
Yeah.
That DA of Dallas, I'm taking down a well-known rapper, Yella Busy. Absolutely. That's a feather in their cap, Mike. That's how they get promoted, Mike. I'm taking down a well-known philanthropist, artist. Oh, that's a game changer. That's a game changer, Mike. And to summarize that, Mike, give me your last closing thoughts before I go to the next session. My dog Mike cooking with that, man. You on fire tonight.
My thing is this.
Go ahead.
If you have the gall to do something like that, don't half-ass it. Think it all the way through and hire professionals, my nigga.
Yeah.
And I ain't even condoning no shit like that. I'm just saying that if you are to do something of that caliber, you got to be old school. No phones. Got to be strictly word of mouth type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't lying.
I don't understand. Like, I just feel like niggas be so caught up in the moment. I'm gonna kill that nigga. I couldn't be no hitter, bro, because I'd be like, nah. This is what we gonna do. I'm gonna ride in the car with you, make sure you know where he at and all that. But you, my friend, you gonna do it.
I mean, the first thing to me, Mike, you hiring in-town hitters for an out-of-town job. That let me know anything I need to know. You hiring a dude to live where you at? Y'all live in the same city. Somebody gonna know who he is. You ain't think to hire somebody from Arizona, Mike, Cali.
You ain't even,
GT.
and then this is how I know this is amateur, right? When this nigga did this shit, you ain't even have the audacity or mindset to put him on a plane and get him the fuck out of there, and you never come back.
So
I
many
mean, it
red
was done.
flags.
It was done so messy. They was gonna get caught anyway. Like it was done so messy, bro. Like
Facts.
it was no way nobody was getting away with it.
Oh, big facts, dog. And that's a bar my dog Mike saying. You know what else is messy, Mike? A picture in words are worth 1,000 words. Al Gore, Candace Owens, we know who she is, Mike. Always criticizing black people. Her man, Mike. Now today, I showed this because my wonderful husband is now a U.S. citizen.
Damn.
It took him, I got so many emotions, and now he went through the proper paperwork. Hold up, Mike.
So you've been dating an illegal alien, Shuddy? She been dating an illegal alien, bro.
Oh my God.
So did you marry him to get him in the country?
Oh, it's so many, Mike.
You couldn't even find no American brother? You couldn't even find somebody that already had citizenship?
Mike, number one.
He don't know who she is for real.
Mike, number one is something about sisters that date white guys. I'm not even gonna call her sister Mike because she not part of us. You know that. But
Man, I can't really speak on sisters dating white guys. So somebody I know very in love has a white.
It ain't all Mike, but you know what I'm talking about. It's something about that look. You know what I'm talking about, Mike. It's something about it.
I can't even Terrell. I ain't got too many words on this one because I'm talking about the person I know and love watch this podcast. So I can't.
Hey, you ain't gotta throw shade towards her, but she know what we talking about. And if she always know when it is something about some of them that date interracial, just like brothers, Mike. Ain't it certain black dudes that date white girls that you know why they date white girls?
Yeah.
It's the same thing for the
it's the
women.
brothers that couldn't even 100% have a sister.
What I notice for me, Mike, it is a socialization. It's a socialization thing. A lot of them have a deficiency in somewhere. But like you said, for Candace to talk all this black talk, this talk, and your man is an illegal.
Elian Gonzalez.
He illegal. He illegal immigrant. You've been talking like you so American and so this, and your man over here ain't even got his visa.
You would have thought she had a home. Now I already knew she probably had a white brother, but you would have thought she would have had a homegrown country boy.
Well, the one thing we gotta remember, Mike, and nobody likes to admit it, their mamas don't let them date interracially, Mike. Can we keep it real about that?
Very few.
Very few. They mamas are talking crazy, saying, no, we need to preserve this and we need to preserve that. They ain't letting them date. Like I said, Mike, I always hear people talk about we such a post society. I tell people all the time, like, I know friends and homies that say the same thing. Like, nah, I don't want my son dating a white boy's mama said, Mike. And I ain't got no problem with it.
I mean, we the only people, like, I'm gonna be real with you, like, I got hella Asian friends, hella African friends, like people, like foreign people, 85% stick with their own kind. Think about all the Nigerian people we went to school with. They ain't bang with us like that.
Mm-mm.
What they bang with? Africans. The Asian people do it for real. Like it's very few. You might see an Asian woman with a white man, and you may see an Asian dude with a black chick, maybe. But 85% of them is dating their own race.
No,
and they believe in the strengthening of their culture.
Mm-hmm.
I see nothing wrong with us saying that about blacks.
No, absolutely. I push it, Mike. I go after it. I say it. You know my mentality. Our mentality with it's like 100%. like you said, it's just
I ain't never even kissed a white woman
ah,
on some
what?
shit.
Never mind, Mike. So Umar would appreciate you. Mike has never even kissed a white. So Snow Bunny, so Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. Is that what you saying, Mike?
Yeah, bro. I ain't never even kissed a white woman, and
I'm
I done
surprised.
messed with some Spaniards and some, but they ain't white. They you know,
Nah, it depends what type of Spain. So no, some of them do think they white, Mike. Come
Latinas.
on now.
So
Some of them do think they white.
Colombianas.
Not all. Not all, but it's some. But like I said, that's got ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. Like I said, what you like is what you like, man. I'm never into controlling what you are, Mike. I ain't Umar with that, man. Love who love you.
I feel like you can't be acting like how she acted though.
For sure. No, that's the reason why, Mike, I think she don't have no influence. Because number one, who you marrying, what you acting like, what you preaching, you not following. Like Kansas has zero influence in Black America, Mike. You know that.
But have you realized some of these brothers that be real hard on the black sister, like on these podcasts? I forgot buddy name, but he got the cornrows. And we said it, bro. We said it on one of our shows, and he was like, "Dog, look at his baby mama, dog."
Bro.
And those are the type of people that date those type of people.
And Mike, you lead right into my next thing. Like it's but we gotta understand, Mike, are they brothers or are they Candace black pandas?
Candace black man, bro, because our skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Because we gotta remember we got these goofies out here. You know, Mike. Let's take a listen.
What I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period. Those are your roots. Those women are reflected in your roots. So if you're saying, hey,
number one, you let an Indian brother talk to you like this. Can you imagine that, Mike?
They let Punjab speak.
Hey, they let what, Mike?
Hey, because that nigga spoke some real shit on them.
He did.
I don't generally date them, but I have more space for it, even though I still think it's a little corny.
Akash only dates brown. Akash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an
so
Indian
this
woman.
is like loyal through and through. Okay.
And I understand it's not as important for y'all, but as an Indian, there's not a lot of us who are famous. So whether you like it or not, people are looking at you as a role model. You guys have established yourselves as role models, from simps to pimps, which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish, which is fine if you want to be funny. We just talk about how doctors ain't shit for 45 minutes. We are not in any way life coaching. We are not in any way trying to help men outside of, hey, come have a laugh for a couple hours. If you're going to paint yourself as life coaches and then say shit like my preference is, which is honestly bullshit. It is, I don't want to date black girls. That's the way every black dude that fucks white girls says it. I've dated black girls in my life. All right, bro. Who the fuck hasn't except me? You know what I mean? Everybody going to dabble in everything. It is the mentality that I have an issue with. And Alex is upset with the specific words, true, but underneath it, he's upset with the mentality. And a lot of stuff you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish. I saw a clip where you were like, oh, the nuclear family's falling apart. What do? I don't get married. Just don't get married. You're actually trying to help men, or you talking to fucking incels who are 18 years old? That's some shit you say to college. I'm going to turn you from a simp to a pimp. All right, bro. Can we grow up? You guys are self-help. Hey, we're trying to help men. So either we're funny, or help men and be real and be honest with yourselves and don't have an ego like, no, I have a preference. Be honest. Let's just be mature about what we feel. And
Mike, take off. They let Dr. Punjabi give him some wisdom and give him game.
He gave us an act right, cuz I could have said it better than myself. I ain't even mad at him, but they set up there like two stupid dogs.
Man, Mike, it let me know. Culturally, they ain't a part of us because you ain't nowhere in the world an Indian man got to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Number one. Cuz who you talking to?
Both of us should have been like, hold on.
Come on, man. Hold on.
Hey, but cuz said that shit was corny. I was like, I agree. Nah, he ain't say nothing wrong to me.
I didn't say that.
I hate that he had to say it though. Like, I hate that he had to say it, and then I also hate that them niggas ain't had nothing to say.
You know what that tell me, Mike? They don't stand on business man to man. Y'all let Buddy talk to y'all like that?
Bro, it's crazy because I was telling somebody, I was telling a dude at work, like, as a black man, bro, we taught to, like, a lot of us are taught to stand on manly principles regardless. And if some shit bitch made, we gonna have to let you know. We gonna have to let you know, bro. and it's some things that has been happening in my life that I think is bitch made, and I had to call a motherfucker on it. A motherfucker that's passive aggressive, and
Big fact.
you coming to that person as a man, and you saying, "Hey, buddy, I don't agree with what you doing right here and right there," and then they're say they do things to antagonize you on a passive level. Once you have checked them, you a bitch. You a straight up bitch, 100%
Mike,
bitch, and I
Mike
can't
standing on business.
respect it.
I feel it.
I can't respect it, and I will go as far as to say, if you let somebody talk to you like that, and mad people listening, I don't care if we by ourselves and you talk to me like that, you gonna see a different me, and you just sit there quiet and shake your head. You a bitch. You a bitch, dog, and you don't stand on manly principles, and it ain't in you.
Nah, I agree with you, dog. You know the way I feel about the whole situation with it, man. When I'm seeing it and hearing it, you know the way you feel about them. Them guys, number one, man, don't represent black men. Man, Mike, let's keep it real, man. Those foreign guys, man. Them
Yeah.
guys don't represent no culture, Mike. Who y'all representing, fam? Who y'all really putting on? What black man do y'all even have the position or the status to pull anything for? Y'all don't
Correct.
represent us. Y'all
Bro,
represent the corny niggas. That's what it is, Mike. Let's call it what it is, Mike.
bro,
I ain't mad at them.
I had a situation today where I left the house. A motherfucker been acting funny all week. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna get into it. I left the house. A motherfucker been acting funny all week. Motherfucker act different when I'm home. And when I'm not home, motherfucker act a whole different way on some passive aggressive shit. And I got wind of it. That's some pussy ass shit, bro.
So Mike said I'm standing on business.
Oh, belt the ass right after this podcast. I can't be on. I can't. Matter of fact, T, I can't be on with you long tonight because I gotta put some belt to ass.
It's okay. It's okay. We can slide. I'm gonna get you one more take, and I'll let my dog slide. Mike.
How many more takes we got left?
We got 4 more, but I'll let you get one more so you ain't gotta get it. You know I try to hit that too.
Give me 2 more. Give me 2 more.
I got you, Mike. The economy got to be bad, dog. I don't know if you heard. We got doctors, Mike. Doctors, women, doctors earning their bachelors, their masters, Mike. You know what they doing because the economy's so bad, Mike? Yeah. Oh, Mike, I couldn't believe it when I saw it, Mike. Now, Mike, you know I subscribe to small black businesses. I do support small black businesses, Mike. But why is the economy that bad that we have biologists, microbiologists, our thought leaders selling OnlyFans?
Dog, I just feel like
Have we hit a point, Mike, that is crazy out here in these streets?
I just feel like it's an easier buck. It gotta be an easier buck. And I feel like we have come to a point in culture where we want the fast money, the microwave money. And I feel like that our educated sisters are seeing our sisters that have not worked as hard as them, have not put in the work as they have. They seeing these girls run up a bag. And you know what? I ain't even gonna lie. My integrity and morals would not let me do no shit like that. However,
it ain't going nowhere.
I just feel like they putting themselves in compromising positions to run up the check when your status of your position is already running up the check.
You know, the one thing they got to deal with, Mike, nobody think about long term. No matter what's going on, Mike, when I Google your name, what's going to pop up?
That shit right there. And it's forever. We only seen 2 times in history that some shit then got deleted off the internet. And I'm pretty sure it's still there somewhere.
Mike, it's nothing. It's 2 things people don't think about, Mike. When you do that, no matter what partner you meet, they mama gonna have the internet.
Nigga,
your grandma, Mike, your dad.
Their friends gonna be like, hey, bro, you know Shorty was baby oil in them titties. Hey, dog. I just want
I had to go ahead and subscribe to the account, Mike. You know.
Hey, bro, it's kind of like when we was in college, right? And the girl that was a little loose. And we all know the girl that was a little loose. And then we go back to homecoming and we be looking like, damn, nigga, you married her? Sheesh.
The thing is, Mike, back in the day, a shorty could strip in Vegas and move to Miami and be good.
Correct.
Now you can't do that no more, Mike, because you on Vegas. They got you on camera in Vegas.
Bro,
You can't move away no more, Mike. Everything sticks with you.
Bro, but you gotta understand too. We live in a society that people just, bro. This is how I know the end of the world is coming, and that God and Jesus is gonna come back soon, because ain't no way all these people having sex on camera. Ain't no way all these people running up a bag, showing their body and playing with themselves and doing all this crazy stuff. Bro, I ain't never want no money that bad.
I'm with you, Mike. It's because, and I hate to say it, Mike, we don't think about it like this. And I'm gonna go into my pops, what he always said to me, Mike. We gotta understand, Mike, cities are not made for single people.
No, they're not.
They're made for families and couples. If y'all both making 30,000, y'all can survive in the city.
Correct.
But if y'all both making 30,000 individually, you struggling.
Correct.
A lot of our women have been taught, get the bag, get the degree, get you a job. But when they get these jobs, Mike, they can't survive on their own. No, man, it's hard to survive in this economy right now.
Bro, it's hard for dudes to survive on
It's
their own.
hard to survive, Mike. We are so taught that you need to be by yourself, get your own bag, get your own this, but we don't understand, the long-term effects are a lot of us are struggling. So like I said, Mike, we have bachelor's of biochem degrees struggling. Showing titties, Mike, for $10.99, Mike. I looked at it.
Damn, dog.
I was thinking about subscribing to the small business account, Mike, but the way my checking and saving saved up, you know what I'm saying? My checking didn't go into the saving.
It's just sad that somebody look at like these other women doing that and be like, well, damn, they making bread.
Mike, what they don't see is that the other women they have relationships and different things going on. So the little money they making is gonna help them, but you still need that partnership and that love to sustain you.
Bro, we gotta unplug from the matrix. We gotta unplug, because my sisters, and I know it's independent women and you're gonna do what you want to do, but my sisters, think more of yourself than to sell your pictures, to sell your feet, to sell your coochie. This is sex worker shit. Like I know your great grandma and Mabel, they rolling over in their grave, dog, because you were better than this. And the quick bag ain't never been a good bag.
It ain't gonna never be. It ain't gonna never be, Mike. And remember, if it come fast, it go fast, Mike. And those are the real words about it, Mike. And for our next controversial subject, our last one from my dog, Mike. Mike, what is enough money for lunch? What is enough money, Mike?
Hey, bro, the $30 was more than enough.
Take a listen, G.
$30 was more
before you start cooking.
Also, this lady, a guy sent he said he sent his last $30 for her to have lunch.
Okay. I fuck with him.
She said, well, y'all think I'm gonna eat lunch at McDonald's, and send it back to him.
Man, I would have, girl, don't do that. A nigga sending his last.
Yeah.
That's a nigga that's for you.
Yeah.
Like a nigga he put you before he put himself.
Ain't very many.
I fuck with that. I would have sent it back. I probably would have been like, you know what? Here come like 60 or 100. I don't know. I would have just sent that back though. I probably would have made me a ham sandwich.
You put an extra 30 with his 30, send it back to her.
Mm-hmm.
You a good woman.
Yeah.
Somebody go get them a good woman.
Any nigga that like experience last on me, that's a nigga that's for you. They gonna rock out with you.
Man.
Mike.
Dog, I know so many women that would have been grateful. Like, you lucky that this man sent you anything at all. And if you at work sitting at your desk and somebody sent you $30, first of all, that's enough for a meal, and that's enough to Grubhub. Or if you go out and get the lunch, that you get to keep some of the shit for later.
My first response is, Mike, where are y'all eating at on lunch that costs more than $30?
They trying to grub her. See, this is what they're doing wrong. This is what they're doing wrong. She probably was going to grub her a $20-something meal. And then, you got the delivery fee and all that shit, and you got a tip. So maybe I ain't even trying to bail her out, but just my mindset, maybe that's why $30 wasn't enough.
Well, Mike, this is my thing. If you eating like that every day, let's do math. You know me, Mike. 30 times 7, that's $150.
Correct.
$150 times 4, that's $600 a month. $600 in 1 month
on lunch.
You spending that much money on lunch?
Right.
Not dinner, not breakfast, not gas, not anything else.
Well,
what are we talking about?
I want to say this though, bro. We have to leave this ungrateful culture, and we have to put it by the wayside because. First of all, this man thought of you enough that he made sure that you ate something that day. So he actually cared about you. That man could have kept his $30 and not give a fuck how you had any type of food at work. So he thought about you. He cared enough about you that he wanted to put nourishment in your body. And you so ungrateful. If it was not enough, you could have added to it and said thank you. I appreciate you for thinking about me. But like you said, T, like $30, bitch. Where you eating at? And first of all, most lunch breaks are 30 minutes to an hour. Where are you going that you can even spend $30?
And how big is your back now that you eating more than $30 for lunch, Mike? Can we keep it all the way funky? You ain't cooking.
I think
You ain't meal
$30 is
free
plausible, bro. I think that's a good
for
like
lunch
if we
break.
talking, I think if we talking and I sent you $30 like, hey, lunch on me. I don't care if you went to go get nothing to eat it all. Like, just say thank you. Just say
Mike,
thank you.
if you send it back and say it's not enough, I want to know seriously, where do you eat?
And how much did you plan on spending?
Mike, where did you eat? And how much do you eat? Because that is not a normal. If you're eating, Mike, think about the lunch specials they have, Mike. Restaurants have lunch specials during the week. You know that, Mike. Everywhere you go. If you're eating enough for $30, then you going back to work. Ain't no. You got to be a big joint now.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I done spent $30 on myself, bro.
I get it, Mike. On yourself with your own money. But if somebody's sending you something, you say 30 ain't enough, Mike.
I'm gonna make it work. Like Smokey, like Smokey Mama said, make it work. I just
Mike,
don't
take us home, baby. I know you about to be gone. Talk to him, man.
Check
End
this
it
out.
on a good note.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. If anybody is doing anything for you that they don't have to do, be grateful. Because there's a lot of people out here that wish somebody would have sent somebody $30. It's a lot of people that's out here that don't even know where their next meal coming from. And somebody graciously enough gave you something that they did not have to give and out of their pocket, and come to find out it was his last. So this is what I think about this situation. He didn't even care that he didn't eat. He didn't even care that, God forbid, I get a flat tire or something on the way home. I got a little money to help me out. He didn't even care about himself, but he cared about you, and you sent it back, and you gonna disrespect this man. This man ain't have to do that. And I want people out there to know that people don't have to do things for you kind.
And I want somebody else to say something too, Mike. Young Miami might be a good woman, but that Diddy still on her.
The stank
I
still
hate
on
to
her.
say it. I hate to say it, Young
Hey.
Miami. You're talking good, but you got 2 kids and you was with the diddler. I hate to say it, Mike. It hurts your resume.
Like Pusha T said, the stench is still on her.
You know Diddy was wild. We know how Diddy get down.
Yeah.
And you was with him for a year and some change, and you was with Diddy. I know you trying to rebrand yourself. But that got to be a strong man to be with you. I'm sorry. You cute, you fine. You do got 2 kids, 2 baby daddy. And you was with Diddy?
Stench still on her.
It's still on her. My dog, tell them where they can find you at.
Hey, where McCall at? Mikey McCall, come holler at me. Please donate to the show. This costs money. Y'all think that we just doing this for fun and we putting on Terrell running up his light bill over there with the lights and the curtains and stuff.
Oh,
man, come on.
We made some money on TikTok, dog. I forgot to tell you. So we got to start getting you to do it too. Little 20. So we got to start. I didn't know how we made it work, Mike. We got to definitely start.
Thank you.
So on both of them, we good. Hey, we gonna talk to it about it. We got the motion coming, so a little bit coming, Mike. All I care about is potential growth. As long as we are growing little by little, Mike. Like I said,
And I apologize for being late, family. I thought I was gonna have family. Hey, I'm apologizing to our fans.
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna have a family member come over, and then they said they're gonna be over tomorrow. They coming from out of town. They said they were gonna be here today, and they coming tomorrow. You know how that be. So I should have stuck with my first mind and hopped on the live anyway, and just made sure they pulled up.
All good, baby. You did the right thing, Mike. I'm glad for you. Get home, get some rest, handle your business. See you this week, dog. Make sure you follow my dog. Peace. I'm gonna keep the motion going, man. My dog Mike definitely chimed in, y'all. As we're gonna keep going with the live today, man. I want to touch on something that's kind of different, and I'm gonna change the pace a little bit. Oh, speaking of early, before I change the pace, the cousin of Yellow Beezy that is actually working. We got to understand, y'all. I want y'all to keep your files updated. His family member. Remember, there is no honor among thieves. The gentleman that he hired, that he worked with, that he prosecuted with, is actually actively seeking the criminal charges with him, actively working with the DA. So no matter what you do, baby, those consequences will always come back to you. Moving on to the next subject, man, as we continue going to live, share the live, share the live, share the live, share the live. It's a controversial subject I'm about to touch. Is Taylor Swift overrated? I have a creator on TikTok who gives a compelling argument. Listen.
Taylor Swift is basic and mediocre. You being a fan of her does not change those facts. There's no Britneys of this generation. Black people do not hate Taylor Swift. We just know white greatness. We grew up with pop stars, alt-rock bands, indie people, and women, especially white people, where we knew all the music, we knew all the words, we knew everything they were doing because they were fucking great. They were great.
I said what I said. Okay, well, what you said was some bull. But you don't like it, you don't like it. I show.
I made a video a few days ago talking about Tate McRae and how I encountered several Gen Z people who said Tate McRae is the best pop star in the world because she's doing something so crazy. And I said, she's not really doing anything special because she's putting in effort. And because Taylor Swift has been the model pop star for the past 10 years, you guys forget what effort actually looks like. Taylor Swift fans are delusional. And I'll say that with my full chest, because in that video I said, Taylor Swift is not a pop star by any means comparable to her peers and comparable to who the white girlies were. The Christinas, the Britneys, Lady Gaga even, Mandy Moore, Jessica Simpson, Pink. Pink damn near does a Cirque du Soleil show every fucking concert. The list goes. There's several prototypes that you can put up there that would be what a pop star is. I also said pop stars were triple threats. They could sing, they can dance, they could act, they could model, they could do any of the things that is no longer required based on the way we consume media, based on generational things, and just based on Taylor Swift not being that girl. You guys get so triggered when someone says that Taylor Swift is basic and mediocre. That does not mean she's not talented. You guys take those two adjectives and think that that's a dig or we're hating on her. You saying you're a person of color lets me know you're not black. The issue is that the way you guys hold that girl up on a pedestal.
It's not shit in comparison to Taylor Swift.
Swift is vocally better than Beyonce.
100%.
So
I can't stand Beyonce. I just want to throw up.
Beyonce is a bit overrated. She could be better.
Okay, Beyonce. I don't like Beyonce that much.
You don't like Beyonce?
Yeah, I don't like
What about her?
I just don't really like her music that much. I can agree
fair.
with that. She's very overhyped.
Why would she say that?
It is told to us as children by our parents. We have to be the best of the best of the best. Go out into the world and be your best, look your best, talk your best, because we have to work 10 times as hard to compete with mediocrity from white people because you guys control the systems in place. That being said, Beyonce is one of the best performers alive and a living legend still performing and probably one of the best performers of all time. Comparing Taylor Swift to the white girls of my time, she cannot dance. She barely performs well on stage, but you guys love her for her lyricism and her albums and her tour, yada, 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 whatever. Somebody critiquing her is not taking away her success or taking away her talent. Taylor Swift basically is mediocre. She's basic. There's nothing wrong with being basic. Majority of the world is basic. And you guys love her because you see yourself in her. Doesn't change the fact that she's basic. There's no Britneys of this generation. Tate McRae is the closest thing we have, and it's still off. So the fact that you guys make all these comments.
The buddy, right, man. I've had this conversation with people before, and I've said this. Taylor Swift is not a superstar. She's good, but she is not, to me, as big or has different ethnicities of people outside of black, outside of white, like her music. Taylor Swift only has an exclusive white audience. I don't know any major Taylor Swift songs. She's good, but I don't look at her as Adele. I don't think she as big as how Britney was, Christina Aguilera. This is a true statement. You know who you know who Taylor Swift is? She's Drake. She is. She has good records, but she doesn't ever perform the best. She isn't the greatest at anything. She has always just been a big artist. So when people say stuff about Taylor Swift, I don't know why the Taylor Swift audience takes it so personal. But to say that she could do anything with Beyonce, stop lying. She not better than B. She can't perform better. She don't have bigger records than B that have crossed international genres, ethnicities. She's just not. I've always felt this way, but I kind of hit it in this video. This brother really encapsulated. She has been big for her captive audience and her perspective thing, which is true. It doesn't mean she's not great. It just means the standard of what has been held to is lower. Britney Spears, humongous. Christina Aguilera, humongous. Pink, humongous. Lady Gaga, humongous. That is the standard that we judge it by. We're saying that Taylor Swift is benefit from a lower standard. That's it. She doesn't have the appeal. She doesn't have the cross-international fans. She doesn't have that praise, that thinking, that ideology. She just doesn't. And it's no shade. It's no talking crazy. It's just what it is, man. And we love to talk about it. We love to just break it down. But I believe these messages right here are important. I believe they're important. I believe they're valuable. And I also believe they stand hard to the message. When we talk about tiers and status and where they are, what they're going to be, we got to be able to break those down what it is. And Taylor Swift is not a mask nor live up to where those other artists of her generation have been. That's it, man. That's it, man. And I like her, but she's not that great. My closing thoughts on that. She's always been good and solid, y'all. But she has never been as big as she could have been in this generation. Next, did y'all know that since ICE has been up here rounding up the illegal immigrants of this country, certain business owners have taken advantage of it? If you do not know, I'm here to update your files and to keep you current on everything. Did you know that business owners in Florida are currently scamming those ICE victims and Latino customers? Take a listen.
You're ripping off my cousins. You're telling them, oh, I'm going to call ICE on you, get the out of my store. Oh, and you said some other too. Derogatory to my people. So what the is up with you?
Let me tell you, they had it easy under the prior administration. Trump is not putting up with this, and neither am I.
Putting up with what?
These illegals coming in, stealing from me.
Know that they're all illegals?
A lot of them are illegal.
How do you know that the people that are buying the products from your store are illegals?
We know they're.
I'd like to know how you know. Okay. One of my Latino brothers coming to your store, which after this, ain't nobody gonna be going to your store the way you are, Archie Bunker. Well, how do you know? By looking at somebody that they're illegal. How the fuck do you know? Tell me. I want to know. No, explain that to me.
Yeah, you could tell.
You bigot, explain it to me.
Some of them are just outright criminals.
How do you know that?
You could tell by the way they're dressed.
How do you know?
Because there's a lot of gangsters and drug addicts in the neighborhood. It's a criminally infested neighborhood.
Then what the fuck are you doing over there then?
Well, because there was an opportunity to fill a void.
Capitalize on the money. Okay.
To provide merchandise for these people.
Something for the immigrants.
We were trying to help the community.
And then two, as you put it, right?
They're
all of them, huh? Yeah. So let's get back to overcharging them. That's what I want to talk to you about. And I do want to just tell you this. Yes, it was me on the phone. Yes, I said I wanted to invest in money, but I'm gonna be honest with you. There's more than that.
You're the boss?
This is a deep subject, but I mean, I think the venue for it is kind of different the way this guy's coming at him. But we know that these small corners are taking advantage of people. We can see it all across this country.
Well, no, I'm not the boss.
Okay.
But it was me on the phone.
Okay.
And I can speak for the boss on their behalf.
Okay.
Right? So I do want to tell you this, though, Archie Bunker. I can take that receipt for you. There we go. And you do admit that you're overcharging them for items and the things they don't buy. You have instructed your staff, which I will be arresting all of them. You're instructing your staff to put charges on all of the Latinos and the Africans that go in there. And then if they say something, you threaten them with ICE and all this other. Oh, and then the administration is going to get rid of all of this nonsense.
I have people, local people from the community that work for me. Some of them don't speak English very well.
This is a deep conversation, man. And I think right now we have to understand what climate we're currently in. And a lot of people don't understand how this is so much of a big of a deal. I don't even think it's discussed a lot. But this is a deep topic.
It could be that they made a mistake. Humans make mistakes, but we have not intentionally overcharged any of these people.
Then why does it show that on the receipts?
It's kind of funny because Dollar General is actually going through a court case where they're facing up fraudulent prices and they're overcharging people. So to hear this gentleman speak so powerfully about it, Dollar General, $1 million corporation, is going through the same thing. Used to work there, and it's a court case about it. Check it out.
And I've got tons of them. Right. And why did you do it to my investigator that I sent in? You did the same thing to him.
Your investigator is got to be some spick or some wetback that doesn't. This wetback is just trying to cause trouble for me.
Many Latinos don't understand the severity of that. Winning white Americans feel this way he's speaking, and it's severe. I don't think we're that strong as no segregation is gonna come back. But the dog whistling, the words, all the slurs and stuff that we're hearing, it's real. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't.
And for that reason, Archie Bunker, we're going to do this right here. What I need you to do with your bigot ass is to give me my microphone, please. Thank you. I also need you to stand against the wall over there because you're getting arrested for fraud. And I know that you're the owner. You're getting arrested for fraud, for defrauding. You're getting arrested for defrauding these so-called immigrants that you say, that these so-called illegals that you say, and you don't know if they're illegal or not. So you're getting arrested today by an African. Stand against the wall, Archie Bunker.
This subject is deep, man, because a lot of people have strong emotions about immigration in this country, man. I'm always tell people I'm Black American politics first. I don't think the immigration is something that's really something I speak on because I don't believe it's something I should be worried about. But knowing how this policy is going right now, it's only the beginning. I don't think we're ever going to be more friendly or open to immigration that we have in the past. I believe the dog whistling, the singling, the removal is going to be even heightened. I believe that we're going to get more hyper-vigilant, more nationalists in this country. And I believe it's just something we got to be aware of. I don't believe it's something that we should be afraid of. I believe that everything we see is something serious that's going to come about. And I believe we even see it in the Black side. I mean, like, here's one of our famous orators that I would like to bring up that I'm going to break down, how people are letting active COINTELPROs harm others in different ways. I think Tariq Nasheed breaks this down really good when he talks about the charges on these government authorizations and how COINTELPRO has just remixed itself. Fair use.
You better watch these informants, man, because see, a lot of these informants are getting on these podcasts, and a lot of these informants are trying to do the whole jock thing.
I think of Charleston White, Myron Gaines, and others, man. What Tariq is talking about is a real powerful message because we see it a lot. We just don't think about how it's really happening in real time or how it can really benefit or harm other people because this is a real thing. And I'm going to let him keep rocking right quick.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of these dudes are working with them people. And that whole shock jock gangster shit, that's a new tactic to get cats hemmed up. Because what they do, they get these informants to instigate online beefs. Why? Because see, the internet, that provides a real easy trap for self-snitching. You know, they know that social media that made it made people talk reckless. So informants can bait people into making threats, admissions, or engaging in illegal activity online.
Tariq right, man. We see so much shock back and disrespect that we see online on a regular basis that we think it's not normal. We don't think that disrespecting someone, talking about somebody's mama, their family, where they from, their heritage, everything. I mean, it is so common to see disrespect that when somebody addresses it or mention it, we look at it like we're wrong. But in actuality, what he's saying is right. The disrespect is so common, and the gangster arguments, the gangsters going on podcasts is so much seen. It doesn't even come to our mind like, hold up, these brothers ain't supposed to be doing that. They're really in the streets. And why do we think that's cool? If you in the streets actively, you not coming on no podcast that I got going on talking like this. You ain't coming in nowhere. You ain't making no statements. You ain't making no conversations. I just ain't letting that ride.
Watch these folks who are always instigating beefs. Watch these people, just random beefs, people who instigate these beefs. I want y'all to really understand what I'm saying. And this is why certain people got to play past that. Because see, RICO cases, that requires patterns. A RICO case it requires you to get into a pattern of criminal behavior. And digital footprints help build patterns. Like a single crime, that's not enough for a RICO charge. So you need a pattern. And online beefs, that helps document interactions between individuals over time. You see? Because if somebody's going back and forth online, sure enough, some other people are going to get involved. See, that's where the RICO thing comes in. They want other people to get involved. And see, informants now, back in the day, they used to be all secretive. No, there's a new tactic now. Informants, they're going to be more effective when they're public personalities. You see, when they're public personalities, they can create public drama, poke at targets, get people to react aggressively, all while staying in the forefront. They're right there.
That's a powerful message he's saying. I don't think people think about this. If I get online and provoke you, our first person I think that was really doing this actively was Tekashi 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was saying the SMD remarks. He was disrespecting families, hoods, spitting, saying that you're going to do this and do that without wanting consequences. We got to understand, he made a run out of being disrespectful and thinking it was cool. But in actuality, in the man environment, disrespect comes, you got to throw these hands. No matter where you are, no matter where you at, you got to learn that disrespect comes with consequences.
In front of you. Look at Charleston White. Now, a few weeks ago, Charleston White was trying to bait me into a beef with him. I didn't take the bait. A few weeks ago, Charleston was throwing my name out there randomly, trying to instigate a beef with me. I played past that. I saw that shit a mile away. I'm not about to get into no back and forth, just a clumsy, random back and forth with an informant. Hell no. No, that's clearly obvious because it was.
And that's real, man. I'm gonna stop it right there. What Tariq Nasheed is talking about is real, man. I'm kind of like that. You could throw a diss at me, but I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna see you in real time. All this online internet, you throwing shade, being disrespectful, that whole thing. I gotta respond. I gotta make a statement. I gotta say something. Yada yada yada. Man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, dog. The way you carry yourself, the way you present yourself, the way you act, the way you talk, all of that has to go against yourself. Trying to put that energy or participate that energy around me, man, I ain't got to respond to it. I ain't got to sit in the back about it. All that energy is on your shoulders. So when we see those things happen in real time and we see how those events really have an effect on us, we really can see the perpetrators. We can see how they influence us. And we can also see, hey, this brother has ulterior motives. So now that you have those ulterior motives, now that I can see what you're about, now that I can see what you're going with and what you're dealing with, I'm going to move accordingly. Me moving accordingly, is I'm watching you. I ain't never got to deal with you no more, fam. And that's it. Ain't no shade, ain't no issues, ain't no problems. It's me acknowledging where we at, what we dealing with, and moving right. That's all. That's all. And that footage is important because every point in life, man, you get to and you start to develop from, you understand why it's really important what era we in, right? And I bring this up, man, because when we have the subjects and discussions about things, we tend to talk about the people. We tend to blame other people. We tend to blame other situations. We tend to blame other outcomes. But what we need to start doing is actively understanding everything is on us. And the reason why I'm saying this, y'all, I was on TikTok, right? You know I love TikTok. I need to start going live on there more often, but TikTok had a subject this week, right? Behind every other unsuccessful woman is an unsuccessful man. In actuality, it's a good conversation. Let's talk about it.
Behind every unsuccessful woman, there is a man. And I'm going to say that one more time in case you didn't get it the first. Behind every unsuccessful woman, there is a man. A video I made a while ago about the trauma of having a pick-me mother is going viral again for some.
I want to remix that saying because I believe he's wrong. Behind every unsuccessful person is you. You mirror who you are. I can't deal with somebody that's a liar because if you lie, you're not going to like being around me because I'm going to keep it 100. A person that's honest can't be around liars because liars are not going to like them. Liars are not going to like their transparency. Liars are not going to like how honest they are. Liars are not going to like their directness. So what you are, you mirror. We can't say, oh, I'm getting this because of that. No, brother. What you are, you are actually earning. So when I hear comments like this, I'm behind a successful person, so it's not me. No, it is you. Once you get to that point that you understand everything in life is your responsibility and it's your responsibility to make it better, you start to move different. That's the truth.
Reason there's a lot of people interacting with that video, and yeah, I want to add a little bit more to that because I feel like it unfairly, and I'm seeing a lot of commentary around just blaming mothers in general. This also happens to be going on at the same time. People are saying, ask your dad why he left. And a lot of the content I'm seeing around that is, especially from men who are raised by single mothers, it's coming back to blaming the mom. And I just want to say we have this hyper emphasis of blaming women for having to survive in the ways that they can underneath of a patriarchal system. Behind every unsuccessful woman, there's a man. The reason why your mom probably exhibited those pick-me behaviors is because she was conditioned to believe in a patriarchal society that she has to do that in order to survive. I was tagged in a video. I don't know if I want to tag the person or not because she was being vulnerable and said that she used to exhibit pick-me behavior. She didn't endanger her kids, but she used to exhibit it because she wanted her children to have a father figure. That is the truth 9 times out of 10 when it comes to these people who exhibit these behaviors because they genuinely think that is the way that they have to survive in the system. I'm very systems oriented. I know a lot of people don't get it sometimes, but when I say things even like behind every unsuccessful woman, there's a man, I mean that we live in a patriarchal society, and I think we need to keep that in mind. There's a reason why, even though the parent that stayed, the mom, 9 times out of 10,
when we had these conversations about blaming and relationships and problems, I want people to understand something. Every relationship problem you have is your fault. Every relationship issue you have is your fault. Every relationship problem that you may see in the future is your fault. The reason why, once you come to a level of understanding, no matter what I do in life, it is my responsibility to make it happen, you'll move different. When you decide to move different, when you decide to work different, when you decide to operate different, you are making a physical choice to make something happen. And once you mentally lock yourself in, once you mentally make a decision or choice to do something different, you are deciding how to move. You can't blame me. You can't blame yourself until you stew in that conversation and say, hey, you know what? I got to move different. You know what? I got to think different. You know what? My actions must align with this new version of myself. And until I make those physical choices to put me in a better situation, it's going to be what it is in life. And the reason why we emphasize that is like we did at the beginning of our speech, y'all, big beginning of our show. Those hood brothers are products of their environment, but they also have to face those consequences. Those consequences that they go into it, that they face, is on them. They made choices to do criminal activities. You made choices to date guys that wouldn't shh. As you learn that all of those situations are based off you, you got 2 oppositions you got to deal with. Either A, you can make better decisions. Either B, you can make better choices. Or C, you can learn from them. And if you don't make better choices, and if you don't learn from them, you're going to start to experience things like this.
You know, I deserve better. Now I have a daughter. I can't watch my. I could have still.
Sorry, let me play it again.
You know, I deserve better. Now I have a daughter. I can't watch my. I could have still today been in that situation and can be if I wanted to. Huh. Okay.
Toya. Boy, I swear, man. Some shit just don't change. It really don't. So Toya, you got on here knowing it to be with Lil Wayne, you still could.
And I want you to think about something, y'all. When you decide to make those same decisions again, this woman is married to a new man. But she is bragging about how I could be with Lil Wayne and a prior relationship with his baby mama. If you are the guy that chose to marry her and chose to deal with her, knowing she had feelings, thoughts, and ideologies about that, you ain't got nothing to blame with yourself, dog. You chose to deal with a woman that liked a certain lifestyle and like a certain type of living. You chose to be in a relationship, to pursue, to have conversations, to deal with, to interact with, to level up, to be around somebody that had an ideology that they think, excuse me, that they're better than you. So as a man, I want you to understand, or as a woman, every choice you make in a relationship as a person or who you deal with is a reflection on you. You can't blame nobody else. You can't say it's nobody else's responsibility. What you got to understand is that all the choices that we make are on your shoulders. When it's on your shoulders, that means it's your choice. When it's on your choice, that means it's your outcome that influences everything. Stop blaming everybody. Stop getting the habit of saying it's everybody else's responsibility. You got to stop doing that. You got to understand that it's on you. And once you understand that it's on you, you move and react accordingly. For our last two subjects for the night, ladies and gentlemen, man, share it live. Thank you for sticking with me a long time. Crowd again. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel always. Man, Van Jones had an excellent topic this week, and I want to piggyback off of it. Let's go.
Top 5 black cities. Number 5, Charlotte, North Carolina.
I like this.
It is by far the city where black people in America are doing the best. It's not even close. The average black family in Charlotte, North Carolina has $300,000 of wealth. Woo! LaMelo Ball. Number 4, Houston.
I don't know about that.
Houston gets credit for, number 1, having the best looking women on earth. All right. But that's basically it. Nothing can save Houston from being higher on the list, not even twerking at brunch. New Orleans is number 3. Can't put New Orleans any higher for one reason. The worst strip club scene in America. Atlanta's number 2, but we got to be honest. Atlanta's fallen off a little bit.
I'm surprised you have it at 2.
They got too high on their own supply. I blame Killer Mike. I blame Isaac Hayes, trying to get everything and everybody to Atlanta, right? When I started looking at the numbers, a lot of the Atlanta stuff was smoke and mirrors.
Okay.
I told you that the average black family has $300,000 of wealth in Charlotte. How much do you think they have in Atlanta?
80.
$5,000.
The average?
We don't talk a lot about intra-community wealth inequality, and that is a big deal in Atlanta.
Who's number 1?
Tough love. DC is by far my favorite black city. DC to me is, in many ways, the new Atlanta. So I'm going with DC at number 1.
Similar to the way that the Trump administration is randomly eliminating things under the guise of DEI. That's how your list feels. It feels quite.
I'm going to go ahead and remix that list. I think Van gave a good list, but I don't think DC is top 5. DC might have been top 5 25 years ago, but DC is Tetherpalooza now. Let's keep it real. Top 5 black cities in no order. You ready? Charlotte, Chicago, Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, and Chicago. That's 6, ain't it? New Orleans, too. You got to put... That's the top 6, 7, 8. Those are the top black cities in America, no doubt. We can also maybe put Memphis up there. There's a couple cities you can put up there that people are doing well. But DC is not a black city no more, y'all. DC is it was Chocolate City 25 years ago, but now DC got a lot of tellers. It's expensive. DC is not what it once was. Neither is New York. Neither is the other hubs. That's why those cities ain't popping no more. I do believe that Charlotte has definitely came a long way. I do believe there are some other cities that came a long way, but I do not think they're as popping as the Lynch once said it was. To get to our last and good point tonight, man, I can't go far without my dog Deontay. I love this brother. He's definitely next up. You know what I'm saying? As far as talent-wise, speaking on subjects. So I want to break down his last subject, and then we'll go ahead and grade to get closer into the live. You ready?
We in a renaissance period. Like, we're gonna start to see black thought and black ideas. And
excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Look at me messing up.
We in a renaissance period. Like,
I just want to go on record.
We in a renaissance period. Like, we're gonna start to see black thought and black ideas and black art become paramount over niggas being billboards for great corporations, bigger corporations, and just niggas being ad dollars and ad cents and worry about what the revenue stream is. No, like what's on your mind for real? How do you feel about things? You know what I mean? What's your perspective? And most niggas ain't courageous enough to be black in front of white people. And a lot of niggas got a problem when you too black in front of white people. So it make niggas uncomfortable just as much as it make everybody else uncomfortable too. But it take courage. You got to also usher niggas out of their uncomfortability and them living in the white gaze. Like, niggas constantly thinking about what white people think about them. And you're gonna have to usher niggas out of that mindset too. What you care about what they think about you? You already know what they think about you. What, you gotta question it? Nah, nigga, they'll show you how they feel about you. They've been banning your books. They know they know how they think about you. They want you to be entertainer. They want you to dance. They don't want you to think. They don't want you to read. They don't want you to have a voice. And if you have a voice, the voice got to be echoing what's best for their corporation and their sponsorship. Loving blackness, loving yourself as a black person is a revolutionary act. It doesn't have to be political. It's politicized from the rip. DEI, what they mean? What does woke mean? Oh, okay, all right. So war on drugs just mean we finna go round niggas up. Everything that has to do with something being black and impeding on black progress or taking opportunities away from black people is political. So blackness in itself is political in America. If we live in a white supremacist structure, the idea of you loving yourself that's revolutionary. I've said this time and time again. My idea of black revolution is black people loving themselves. Our idea of revolution being bloodshed is a European mindset. That's white folks shit. That's what they do when they revolt. They kill people. But that's also what they do when they win.
Man, you hitting on something.
Niggas win a game and destroy the city. Oh, just boys being boys. You kill one of our innocent and then pardon the police. We got every right to tear the city up. But now we rioting. Now we, these wild niggas in the street. Huh? Niggas brought the U.S. What them niggas called? The National Guard. Niggas bring the National Guard out because niggas is mad because you killing us. The Philadelphia Eagles winning 200,000 cheesesteak eating Italians tearing the fucking city up.
What that brother said was a mouthful. Number one thing I want to speak on what that brother said that was powerful to me, y'all, is the apologizing for being yourself. I never knew that was like a serious thing, but I could use myself as that. I don't code switch, y'all. I'm the same way around everybody. I say my sayings. I listen to music I want. I don't do I got to switch to be around you type of energy. I don't. And I could tell many black people definitely try to shun that behavior how I am sometimes, especially in corporate, especially in work, and especially in anything. I like to let Terrell, the expressive, the showy side, the smiley side show. I don't shun away from it. I don't lean away from it. I try to make sure that my creativity, my compassion, my authenticity, myself is always broadcast. But I will tell you that is a real thing that many other people will shy away from that. They will. When you're authentically black and you're comfortable with yourself, it makes other people feel uncomfortable. They feel like that you got to minimize yourself. They feel like that you got to fit in that round peg in that round hole. They definitely feel like that is something that not should be shown or expressed as much. When you're authentically different, you have a different tone, a different cadence, a different smile. you are viewed as a problem. And as somebody that had to go through on his own, you don't think about it like that. But what that brother said was 1,000% right. People look at you as a problem once you're authentic in yourself because you're going against the status quo. I play the music I like. I listen to what I like. I ride how I like. I smile how I like. I follow up how I like. I pursue how I like. When you do things how you are in your blackness, it becomes an issue to certain people. But I always tell you, don't change. Lean more into who you are. Show your attributes. Be excellent. Work hard. Do what you're supposed to do. Smile. Enjoy yourself. Make friends. Make connection. And most importantly, be and continue to be a living legend. Remember, we are in a new era. We are in a new time. Black America is currently changing. We got more films, more literature, more information, more technology, more accessibility, more ways to talk, communicate, and make things happen. Do not let it stop. Do not let it stop. This week, your boy has a speech at excuse me. Slow down because I get a little excited when I start to stutter. This week, we have a speech and engagement this Friday at a middle school, high school. This Saturday, we got a live event. I got an interview set up for this week for my blast boy Kalani moving back to the West Coast. So we got a lot of active things coming in. We got a lot of things that we're working on. We got a lot of beautiful things underneath the Tank Crowder game. So I want you to know, live on TikTok, if you haven't signed into me, subscribe to your boy. If you have not gotten your boy's book, Things I Wish My Parents Would Have Started Hustling, is available on Amazon to this day. Shop, show it. Your boy will have multiple merch, organized, different things coming up, as well as some new pictures and images. I'm excited to just keep sharing this with y'all, man. I'm truly excited for what the future beholds, Crowder Gang. I'm truly excited for what everything is going to be coming out to us, what we're going to be expecting, what we're going to see in. And I'm excited to see the direction, man. Make sure you follow Mike. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you check on your family. Text your mama, text your brother, text your uncle. Tell them you love them. Tell them you think about them. Tell them that you wonder how they're doing. And if you not around, if you're not a follow on anything on my socials, follow your boy. We talk about good topics all the time. Make sure you stay in tune. Remember, stay productive. The end of the first quarter is almost done, y'all. Make sure your first goals you're supposed to get done these 3 months, make sure they are finished and complete. Remember, work harder on yourself. Then you do your job. It's your boy, King Crowder. Back again with another edition of Live on Sunday, man. It's so good to see my people. See y'all. I want to let you know I love you. I'm thinking about you. I'm excited to where everything is going to go. And this week, work hard. Work hard. Smile. Laugh. Joke. Make memories. And put yourself first. Until next time, it's your boy. Peace.